must be living right. Little Blackberry Smoke for you. You ever listen to Blackberry Smoke?
It's been a while.
It's not for everybody. It's southern rock. It's so southern. It's almost country.
Yep.
I'd say some of it is country, but I love Blackberry Smoke. Like I listen to it for years.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not years, but months. Just listening to their catalog, just kind of over and over. I mean, I will get stuck on a certain album because it just fits the mood of where my life is for those few weeks. But
yeah.
Between them and Whiskey Myers, like they kind of got me through COVID. This is a hell of an occasion here. So tonight I got a carrot cake made by the wonderful Miss Katie.
Made from scratch.
Made from scratch. Let's do the
dear listener.
Do the nose. Smells really good. So you were telling her that my story about me going to Jack Stack with Jennifer for my birthday, and how they offered me like the triple chocolate delicious cake or their carrot cake, which I mean, just if you see those two names on a bill on a show flyer for like fucking metal night, we've got triple chocolate destruction, or and carrot cake. You're probably going to pick one or the other. Probably not going to go for carrot cake because, like, who the fuck eats carrots for dessert? This guy. That's who. And so, like, I love carrot cake. And so, unbeknownst to Miss Katie, she decides to make a carrot cake from scratch to, help me celebrate birthday time.
Dear listener.
How did she know that?
Intuition. Maybe
we talked about it on the podcast. I don't know. Funny thing about the carrot cake from Jack Stack, the DJ keyboard samples guy from Chimera, Chris Spicuzza, especially after whiskey, I fuck up his last name regularly. Chris Spicuzza, right? So he I went to go see them with a couple of friends. I went to go see Chimera earlier this year in May. It was an evening. It wasn't an evening with, but they played Impossibility of Reason in its entirety, right? So there was a meet and greet with the band at a local restaurant. Totally fucking weird. I love how they did it. It was great. But they had a Chimera sandwich featuring 3 different kinds of meats, but they ran out of the meat before we got our chance to order the thing. I was a little butthurt, but fuck it, who cares? It was a good time anyway. So anyway, back to Chris Spicuzza and carrot cake. He said that because he saw my Kansas City Chiefs hat, he's like, "Oh, you're from Kansas City. Do you ever eat at Jack Stack?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course we do. Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, go talk to my girlfriend. Say Jack Stack carrot cake. She's got a story for you." And I'm like, "Okay," like I know who his fucking girlfriend is. So we go over and there's like this roped off section, and I'm kind of like looking at these people like, who are these people? They don't know me. I don't know them. And so he stands up from the merch table and is like, "Hey," whatever her name was, so-and-so, like, "Hey, tell him about that carrot cake." And she looks around, sees me with the Chiefs cap, and she comes right over to me, beelines, and she's like, "Oh my God. Okay, so we were at," and she goes right into the story. So, I guess, they do some traveling. They see what's good in each city. And what they love about our city is the barbecue, of course. Who doesn't? And
right.
So she said, we were eating at Jack Stack, and the waitress, the server, however you want to call them nowadays, and she said, the server said, "You have to try the carrot cake. It's to die for." Which, great selling point if you're trying to sell more desserts because it looks better on your review at the end of the year, whatever. If you're just trying to bump that bill up so you get a better tip, I don't know why they did it. I just know the what. So she said they got it. They were already too full. They got it to go, and they tried it, and they said it was amazing. It was like the best carrot cake they've ever had in their life. So when I get back to KC, I need to try it. Go back to Jack Stack. So I'm like, okay, so these people from fucking Cleveland, Ohio are telling me I need to go back to my hometown
and try your own carrot cake.
our own carrot cake. Like I've never heard of this before. Get the fuck out of here. But I'm like, yeah, definitely. And so we talked that. We talked music. We talked Chiefs a little bit because I don't know a whole lot of sports ball talk. And, she was really cool. He was really cool because eventually he just came up and came over and was like talking with us. I don't know if he got, kind of protective of his girlfriend talking to some fucking weird dude. Me, I don't know. But, eventually he came over. And so like, I figured it was time to break the conversation because he had shit to sign because it was over there, meet and greet. There's a whole line of people ready to come over and meet him and get his signature, whatever. So anyway, we get back in town and I do try it, and it's damn good carrot cake. So Miss Katie, you're up against some pretty damn good carrot cake, and I have a slice of it from Jack Sack from last night. Yesterday was my birthday as of today's recording date, but she's got some competition. Damn it! They sent me home with a piece because it was my birthday. The server, she came over and she said, "You guys save any room for dessert?" And I'm like, no, I've got birthday cake back at the house. I'm good. She's like, "Oh, birthday? Whose birthday is it?" Looking at me and Jennifer, I'm like, "It's mine." And then right then I regretted saying it was my birthday because I don't want the happy birthday.
Get up on the table.
Oh my God! I'll get up on the table if you're throwing dollars. I don't need any of that anyway. So I know she came by, she brought it to us in a to-go box. No song and dance, crisis averted, everything was cool. So it's still at the house. I haven't even tried it because when I got home I had the chantilly cake from Whole Foods. Have you had that?
I have not.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out. It's full of like strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, maybe blueberry. And it's like layered with white, with a really soft white cake and like whipped cream icing. It's a whole thing.
I know someone who works across the street from Whole Foods.
Really?
So maybe.
It is kind of pricey, right? So the one she got me was probably a 8-inch cake, round and yay tall. But they do make smaller ones and they sell it by the slice.
All right.
So there's that. You don't have to go all in. This cake looks delicious.
Hey, should we get this thing rolling?
Let's get the thing rolling. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Rieger's straight bourbon whiskey smash. It's kind of reminiscent of the Bow Street smash that we did back around St. Patrick's Day of 2023. So we're going to try a different. It's a different smash. It's still a bourbon smash featuring lemon as the acid or the citrus of choice, and it still has mint. So the amazing Mr. W2 is still working on his birthday bottle of Rieger's straight bourbon whiskey, and tonight we have another cocktail in front of us. Tell me about it.
Oh man! So this is the J. Rieger's whiskey smash, taken right off of their website, and the write-up on this one says the whiskey smash was listed in a bartender guide published in 1887. This is an old fucking cocktail. The same year our distillery was founded. Our whiskey smash is a riff on the original cocktail, including our bottled in bond bourbon, simple syrup, lemon, and mint. So let's get into it. And
let's get into it.
We'll talk about it as we go.
Cheers, good sir.
Cheers. And see, I haven't gotten into it yet, but like we've talked about before, for me, the nose is just not part of most cocktails. This one has an amazing nose on it.
Yes, it
there
does.
is so much mint and lemon that's coming off of this. Excuse me while I get into it.
Excuse me while I sip this out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right off the nose, you got plenty of citrus, plenty of mint. That Demerara syrup has something to do with this palate being so rich.
Yeah, it does.
This is like
it's not your standard simple syrup.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing simple about this syrup.
As far as taste goes, definitely not.
As far as making goes, 100%.
Yeah, so
super
easy.
simple.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Justin Sims, for telling us just how fucking dumb we are for using the store-bought simple syrup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a tattoo, go see him at Golden Cathedral.
Absolutely. Right down there in right at the corner of, what is it, Broadway?
And 20th.
20th.
20th. Yeah, it's right there next to a great little
Town Topic
Yep.
hamburgers. It's like they have smash burgers in there. Stupid good. They sell all different kinds of pies.
Well, it's
by the
next
slice.
door to Cafe Gratitude.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yep, and even a little bit further down the block, there's
Lulu's.
There's a Lulu's, yeah, the little Thai noodle place.
Oh,
we
good
we
night.
talked about Lulu's at great length while I was in there because we were kind of hungry, didn't know what we wanted to get. My son's getting ink, and I'm like, I'm getting hungry. Like, I'm just gonna leave him here. I'll come back, and he's got 13 more fucking tattoos up and down his neck. But no, he didn't get any neck tattoos. But anyway, so it was a good time hanging out with him. It was, I don't really know him a whole lot. Like, we've met and we've talked, we've had conversation. We hung out. Well, I mean, he was working. He was giving Jennifer a tattoo on her arm, and we talked about the music that was playing on the radio while she was getting her tattoo. And we're both air guitaring at the same time to the same song, so like we kind of got the feel that we're cool. And so I hit him up as we were coming to Golden Cathedral, his tattoo shop, this time when my son was looking for a tattoo. And I hit him up and said, "Hey, this is a beautiful tattoo parlor. Like, you've done something amazing here." He's like, "Hey man, I'm eating something. I'll come down to see you here in a minute." And I didn't even see the message until he's standing in front of me. I'm like, "Hey bro, what's going on?" So we talked. And then we go upstairs, and my son's getting his tattoo. We talked. Not from
That's
Justin.
awesome.
He had a guy. It was his first day there. So my son got this guy's first tattoo of the day. On his first day at Justin's tattoo shop.
Nice.
So it was a pretty cool moment, I think, and he got a cool tattoo, something to do with Destiny, the computer game, the video game.
Oh yeah.
And he also got like a little heart up on his clavicle up there. And dude, yeah, that carrot cake smells good.
Carrot cake has a nose.
Carrot cake has a nose. Don't pick it.
That's good.
Get your fingers out of there. Get your fingers out of that carrot cake, boy. So yeah, Justin Sims. Go find him on Instagram. Check him out on Instagram, Justin Tiv, JUSTINTIV. On Instagram, you can totally check out his work. He does a lot of I don't know. What do you call this? Traditional,
American traditional.
Yeah. Like if you know Sailor Jerry style tattoos, it's similar, but it's not the same because Sailor Jerry had a very distinctive style to what he did. This is I wouldn't even say this is an homage to what Sailor Jerry did. It's just kind of the next step in the evolution of what Sailor Jerry had going on.
And in case you didn't know, the TIV, Justin TIV, is taken in vain
From his band.
his former band.
Wow. Excellent. Okay. All right. I did not know that. I just thought it was like some kind of weird TV, Justin Tiv. I had no idea. So, and I knew that he was the singer in Taken in Vain, so I don't know why. Whatever. So what do you think of this here carrot cake?
It's pretty good.
It's good. He's got little crunchy bits on the sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
You probably couldn't tell by looking at me, but I'm a fan of sprinkles.
So is Henry. So yeah, but back to your earlier comments about the keeping your fingers out of your nose. See how I segued there?
Wonderful segue.
We're on our way home not too long ago, and every once in a while I glance up in the rearview mirror just it's a little quiet back in the back seat.
Oh no, he's busy.
What's he doing? And I see him back there like doing this, then looking at his hands. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I got a booger on my finger. He was sitting back there rolling a crunchy booger on his finger.
He's just fucking checking it out.
I'm like, dude.
I'm enjoying a new experience, Dad. Texture. Like, watch him pull a Savor the Burn fucking review on the thing. The nose on this booger has a slight piquant.
It's got a nuttiness to it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to just stop right there. And get back to my carrot cake.
What's that like on the palate, kid?
How's that finish?
I was just thinking about the finish on this cocktail. This is mint, right? Like regular mint. It's not spearmint.
Correct.
On the finish, the mint has a little bit of a spearmint kick to it. I'm a fan of both, mint and spearmint. So in this cocktail, it's great. This is better than the Bourbon Street Smash.
I kind of agree.
I don't care if it's unfair to compare. This is really good. It's we didn't have the rating system back then, but it's better on every
Maybe
level.
that's a good thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, we didn't rate cocktails at all back then.
No, we didn't.
We just, enjoyed them, talked about them. Mm-hmm. That was it. Left them alone. Now we're rating them right along with our whiskeys. You doing some math over there?
I got my math. I got my math all figured out.
What you got on the nose?
I got 375.
3.75.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I pulled it back because when it comes to this cocktail, with the ingredients, the amounts, the measurements of the ingredients, I think everything is perfect except for the spirit itself. Unfortunately, on the nose, I'm not picking up on the bourbon.
It's not there at all.
It's got lots of great things going on with the nose. I mean, you can smell just about everything except for the bourbon. And so that's why I gave it a 375.
Okay.
In fact, everything I gave it got knocked down like maybe half a point because of the lack of being able to taste and smell experience overall the bourbon in this cocktail. Now, unfair to compare all that shit. Going back to the Boulevardier, you remember when we did that one, we could smell, we could taste, we experienced the finish. I'm sure the dark amber, what did they call it? What did they call the color on this one?
Something
light brown,
golden brown.
Like it added, like everything about it added to the experience of the Boulevardier. Now, because I think what Rieger's did is they nailed it on that recipe. I think they need to revisit the Whiskey Smash featuring this and bump up that bourbon a little bit.
So the recipe is listed at 1.5 ounce. We bumped it
we
to,
did too.
We bumped it to 1 3/4.
1 3/4.
I think 2 might have helped.
Two might have leveled it out.
Yep.
Yeah, but other than that, everything's balanced perfectly great. It reminds me of the Highland Park 12 Scotch sour.
Scotch sour.
Only there's no smokiness to it. And with the Scotch sour, we could tell that Scotch was in there. Look, I'm not talking shit on this cocktail because I absolutely fucking love it. This is an amazing cocktail. I'm missing the flavor. Like, I know it's in there, but I'm just missing the flavor.
Yep.
That's my only problem with it.
Okay.
That's why everything that got, it would be a 4 1/4 on the nose, but I brought it down a half point to 375, 3.73 and 3/4, just because the bourbon's missing. And that's because the way we do it here on Savor the Burn, we like to have the spirit of choice. Like the
shine.
Cocktail makes that spirit shine.
100%.
So that's totally that's where I'm coming from when it comes to this. How about you? What did you give it?
Well, I went completely in the opposite direction because the lemon and the mint in this knocks you over.
Which is a good thing or a bad thing?
With wonderful aromas.
Okay, so it's a good thing.
So
that's where I'm at with it too.
So I gave it 4 3/4.
4 3/4. Okay, all right.
But I completely agree with you. I think it needed just a little bit more bourbon in there, which is weird because this is bottled and bond. This is 100 proof.
How are we missing it at 100 proof?
It's still not
and 1 ounce and 3/4.
Well, there's a lot of fucking lemon in this cocktail, which is very evident on nose and palate. That said, that lemon is just killing the bourbon. We bumped up the bourbon a little bit from recipe just because as we put it in the shaker and started doing things, it called for 1.5 ounces. We bumped it to 1 3/4 to try to even things out a little bit more.
Maybe as far as Savor the Burn goes, the way I'm rating it is not what this cocktail was meant for. Maybe this cocktail was meant to hide or disguise the bourbon, whatever that is, whatever the spirit of choice is. I'm just being unfair.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be. That very well could be.
A Whiskey Smash cocktail is very lemon with a hint of mint forward. Well, I would say beyond forward. I would even go as far as say the Whiskey Smash cocktail may not necessarily be meant to disguise the whiskey that's in it, but it's definitely a cocktail that your lemon is the star.
Yeah, I'd say
that's why it's called a smash.
when it comes to the lemon and the mint. Excuse me, goodness. When it comes to the lemon and the mint coming together with the simple syrup and making such a really delicious, delightful kind of lemonade, I give it to Jesse James Dupree of Jackal. Pow! As far as taste goes, it's really good. And you know what? Maybe I did rate it too low because I was wowed. I was wowed by it. It's just I was missing the bourbon. But if that's what this cocktail is designed to do, or like is known to do, like if you go to a bar, you go to a restaurant or whatever, and you order a whiskey smash, maybe that's the idea. Like you're not really interested in checking out you just want a boozy lemonade with mint. Maybe that's just fucking what you're after.
That's it.
So like if that's what you're after, this is totally fucking good. You don't have to have an ounce and 3/4. You could do an ounce and a half and be just fine because the 3/4 ounce simple syrup and the half a lemon with your mint leaves muddled and shaken with ice, poured over a cube in your cocktail glass. It looks beautiful. It tastes beautiful. It looks beautiful. It's worth mentioning twice. It's really good. But back to my trash rating on this. What'd you give it on the palate?
4 1/4.
I gave it a 3.5. Once again,
Okay.
because of the lack of the bourbon spotlight.
I definitely agree with that too.
Yeah, and so I'm shitting on this when I absolutely love it, which is it makes me feel like a piece of shit. How about presentation? No, wait, finish.
I gave it a 4.
A 4. I gave it 3.75.
Okay. We're getting closer.
Yeah, we're getting closer because with the finish, for me, it's not so booze central for me. Like I don't really need the booze to be there on the finish.
Sure.
I need the cocktail to do what it was designed to do and bring me home.
Right.
Whatever, as far as what it was designed to do. So if
it concludes. I mean,
the conclusion.
It's not necessarily a short finish, but it's not a lingering finish.
It's not a lingering finish.
When it's done, it's done.
What I like about this,
and you're ready for something else.
It's probably completely unintentional. Is how the peppermint turns into spearmint on the finish. I have no idea why that happens. Maybe it's just me and my concave skull. I don't know. We'll just figure it out. But
Gardner Jonathan.
Do what?
Gardner Jonathan.
Gardner Jonathan. That's right. Presentation.
4.5.
4.5. I gave it a 5.
What'd you give the Boulevardier?
Probably a 5.
Okay.
Let me flip a page. 5.
All right. You're too kind, sir.
No, I'm not too kind. I'm assessing it properly. I'm wowed by it. You just look at it and you fucking want it now. I mean, that's where I'm at with it. If you put a little umbrella on it, I'd probably discount it. I'd probably give it a 4 3/4. But yeah, this is a very good cocktail. And if the whole idea of the whiskey smash is to just have a boozy lemonade, and like that's pretty much the idea. Anything beyond that is like icing on the cake, so to speak. Then they definitely knock this one out of the park.
True.
But here at Savor the Burn,
very true.
We like our spirits to shine.
We do.
And that'll be really kind of hard to do.
In fact, we kind of
whiskey smash.
We kind of demand them to shine.
We demand them to shine, yeah. Which is unfair for this cocktail, if that's what it was designed to do, is to kind of hide the booze. Jesus is coming. let's have our delicious lemonade, our spiked lemonade. This is beyond a spiked lemonade, though. This is it's a beautiful cocktail, no matter how you look at it. So overall rating, where'd you come in? No, wait, I didn't ask you what you gave the presentation.
Oh, 4.5.
4.5. All right. You didn't wow yourself. You're definitely happy with it. You're proud of it, but there's no wow. There's no wow on here for you, is there? Nothing hit the 5.
No.
Not bad at all. My overall rating, I gave it an 8. With all things added up and divided in half, I ended up with an 8.
I ended up with an 8 3/4.
So this one, I would think, if I'm going to go for a whiskey smash, this one would be at the top of the list. Because if what Whiskey Smash is supposed to do is be a boozy lemonade that doesn't necessarily need to have the spirit of choice shine. This one's got to be at the top of the list. Even though I gave it an 8 out of 10, it's still a great rating.
Oh, yeah.
And you gave it an 8 and
3/4.
8 and 3/4. And both are great ratings. There's nothing wrong with this cocktail. Any final thoughts?
I'm looking forward to making another one.
Yeah, no kidding. I wrote down here, the Rieger Straight Bourbon Whiskey Smash is a sweet and tangy explosion of lemon, mint, and a sweetness that brings your whiskey smash to a new level. Perfect for a party or a gathering of any kind. Try this cocktail today.
I like it. With a slice of carrot cake.
This is delicious. This is delicious carrot cake. You know, Chandler's going to probably listen to this, and once again, he'll be like, I'm not saying something, but I'm saying something.
Hey, Chandler, why don't you come on over?
Yeah, come on over, get yourself some carrot cake. He was just over here not too long ago.
He was.
You got him a bottle of something, didn't you?
He just came over and we had some drinks.
Just hung out and had some cocktails. That's cool.
Pre-gaming for the Chiefs game.
Oh, he came over for the game?
Mm-hmm. We talked Taylor Swift. We talked Chiefs. We talked,
It's hard not
booze.
to talk Taylor Swift. Like, remember the first game that she came, it was the first game, I forgot who it was, but she came, I was at this game.
You were.
So yeah, I was at the stadium with Taylor Swift watching the Chiefs game. So we were anyway. So Taylor and I were watching the Chiefs game together, and she's all happy, smacking her hands on the glass whenever Kelsey made a touchdown. Mm-hmm. She's really proud of her manwich, and so she's she's cheering. Everybody's cheering. Everybody's happy. But when I get home and we look at the recap of the game, it seemed like every time that Kelsey did anything, the camera went right up to Mama Kelsey and Taylor Swift. And so you see on social media, everybody's so pissed off. Everybody's so mad. Just fucking get over it. Like,
right.
She's having a good time at a football game. When have you ever seen a pop star like Taylor Swift, or I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, or Katy Perry, or Lady Gaga, for that matter, like at a sports ball game, cheering their fucking face off, having such a good time, like just. Get the fuck over it.
Right.
Like, let people enjoy themselves.
Yep.
So what if Taylor Swift showed up on your sports ball, the sports cast? Get the fuck over it.
This last week I saw a meme going around. It was a photo of Kelsey and Swift getting off of the team jet. Mm-hmm. And it said, late breaking news. Travis Kelsey is game day questionable due to an aggravated groin injury the night before.
That's funny. I already asked you, did you have any closing thoughts on this?
This was great. Yeah, we've done some smashes before. It's always good to get back to a very purposeful lemon forward cocktail like this. I mean, so many cocktails. I love the lemon, swath that you do, and you express the oils. You wipe it around the rim. Love that, and the presentation on that is top notch. But sometimes you need a little bit more, and the smash of the quartered lemon gives you the best of both worlds. You're getting all the fresh squeezed lemon juice, and you're getting all of those
oils. Those
oils, yep. So good stuff,
and it's all getting mixed in with the oils from the mint, whether it be peppermint or spearmint. I'm pretty sure this is peppermint.
Yep.
Yeah, the smash speaks louder than words, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. It's probably the whiskey talking, the whiskey logic. Stupid whiskey making me talk dumb. This is good. If you love a spiked cocktail. Like if you drink a Mike's Hard Lemonade, this blows that shit out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
That's canoe cocktail in a bottle. It's fucking close to water. But there's no comparison.
Love it.
Definitely try this one out. Banana bread.